COPPERHEART, the EL27 stories, Part 2. The audio drama you're about to hear contains mature language and situations. Listener discretion is advised.
You seem in good spirits this morning, Jack.
Humans usually are after they've had the sex.
Ah, I see. You are referring to your rendezvous with Sergeant Heather Kaminsky last night, aren't you?
Well, yeah, the only other female of my liking around here is Karen, and, well, she's a dog. Come here. Come here, Karen. Oh, you make a doggy. Oh, yeah, you're still my first love, baby girl, yeah. And you're not a dog. Well, you're a dog, but anyway. Yes, Heather. Come on, chew. Yeah, well, anyway, yes, Heather.
Is Sergeant Kaminsky also the reason you finally shaved your beard and cleaned up the tower?
Yep. Sex and romance, Eris. Sex and romance. It changes a man.
Curious. Your time with her totaled 4 minutes, 21 seconds.
Eris, were you watching us?
I watch everything here, Jack. It is my job.
Well, can you not watch me having sex?
Are you referring to the entire time she was here? Or just the minute, 13 seconds you were coupling?
It's been a while, okay?
Hey, buddy. It's okay.
Okay, so, yeah, you're my pal now, right?
COPPERHEART, a Rigg Stories audio drama by Michael J. Rigg.
Please go back to being your normal clinical self. I can't handle you as my wingman.
Very well. Would you like me to make an appointment for you with Dr. Harris to discuss your premature ejaculation?
No! No, can we just get back to work, please? Jesus, Harris. Open file 5106 Tango Tango Sierra, please.
Done. Monitor 3.
Thank you.
Coffee, Jack?
No, Heather says it makes me jittery.
Pardon me, Jack? I did not hear.
Oh, no thanks, Eris. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll have a cup. Thanks. Okay, so... Day 4 into the mess at GL51, and Baxter declares martial law. The Archimedes project, and by the way, I get it, silver box. Finally. Tell Hayden he's clever. Haha. Let's see, Archimedes is on lockdown, and there's weapons fire outside the medical facility. Does that about bring us up to speed, Eris?
I believe so.
Good. Q&A time. Dunn, playing the military card, demands Rhoda introduce him to Baxter. Yep. Bless you. Bless you. Lay down. Dunn, playing the military card, demands Rhoda introduce him to Baxter, right?
Affirmative.
Let's see, the arresting party consisted of Baxter, SIMCOE, and she'll be sorry for getting the nasty on with Baxmaster. 2 armed grunts named... Really? Eris?
Pardon?
The two soldiers in the arresting party are listed here as Corporal Kermit T. Frog and Private Fozzie T. Bear.
You instructed me to fill in any names not on record with the names of Muppets. Do you not recall that directive?
Was that during my drunk period, by chance?
I believe you were intoxicated. Yes.
New protocol. If you suspect I am not of reasonable and sound mind and body, don't listen to me. It's just going to make editing my final report to Hayden that much more fun.
I understand, Jack. I just updated 106 instances of names, replacing them with name unknown. Will that suffice, Jack?
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so Dr. Penbrook has Dunn's pocket watch, complete with a detail that seems odd if he's an alien implant. Or a spy, maybe. I don't know. Eris, are there any other references to this pocket watch later on?
Yes.
File those separately, please.
Done.
Okay, now. Alright. Now, create a file called CERN. And into that one, copy everything you could find about the things Dr. CERN is reporting. The disassociation from life cases, the memory losses, the weird shit, like the guy forgetting his job.
Those are protected, Jack, under the precepts of the doctor-patient relationship.
Override. Authorization Sellers. Sierra Echo November 5241.
Project authorization approved. Files open. Copied.
Thank you, Eris. Let's see, I knew you were good for something besides watching me while I get my knob polished.
Explain knob.
No. Eris, cross-reference those CERN files with this PINARSKI issue reported earlier, you know, where he claimed that he'd never seen the movies LEUTER said he had. Extrapolate. If you had to, with your enormous psychological background, would you say PINARSKI suffered from the same issue?
The likelihood it is in the same issue reported in Dr. Naomi CERN's record is 96.9%.
Good enough for me. Alright, create a subdirectory in the CERN file, call it PINARSKI, and copy all the PINARSKI stuff into there after... let's see, after everything after Golf Lima 5104.
Done. Jack, Lieutenant Colonel Hayden is calling.
God, shit, he's early. Alright, put him through. Good morning, Colonel.
Good morning, Staff Sergeant. How goes everything with Project Silverbox?
Making progress, Colonel. I'm working on pulling files now that would indicate some kind of mass mental aberration was starting.
If you had to hazard a guess, would you say it has something to do with Archimedes?
Too soon to tell, sir, but the fact that the military took over the complex is a good sign. Maybe more answers will be forthcoming.
Excellent. I look forward to reading your full report, Jack.
I look forward to filing
Jack,
it, Colonel.
I need you to come down here to deliver next week's report in front of General Hanover and Major Barrett.
Sir?
I'll brief you beforehand. The top brass has cleared me to report to the General on what we're doing, though most of the details will remain classified. Don't worry, I'll coach you through it, and I'll do most of the talking.
Yes, sir. Class A's, I take it, sir?
What do you think, Sergeant?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very good. I look forward to reading today's full report.
Yes, sir. We're almost finalizing.
Oh, and Jack, I appreciate you thinking I'm clever.
Sir? Eris, did you...
You told me to tell him.
Oh, and one more thing. If you're gonna fuck around with Heather Kaminsky, do it during your off-rotation in your old quarters. Don't bring your 5-minute flings into the tower.
4 minutes, 21 seconds, Lieutenant Colonel.
Eris, will you shut the...
Am I clear, Staff Sergeant Sellers?
As the sky before nuclear winter, sir.
Good. Hayden out.
Eris, goddammit, do you have to tell him everything?
Not everything, Jack. It is not so much me sharing with him. It is the Colonel extracting my files each week, following your reports. In other words, he pulled it out of me, literally.
Well, shit. Thanks for the heads up.
No problem. Coffee's getting cold. Shall we resume, Jack? I am curious to find out what happens with the Archimedes project, now that Dr. Elizabeth Carr has relieved Dr. Ashley ALBY from duty. It is your move, Jack. We are already late starting today's docket.
Shh. Eris, hush. I'm determined not to let you beat me at the ultimate game of strategy.
Since we began this test of yours 4 days ago, you have lost 7 times of 7.
That may be the case, but you have to admit it's taken longer and longer for you to best me. I think you're slipping, buddy, and that's why you're so anxious to get back to work.
No, I am anxious to get back to work because that is what we are here to do.
Aha, gotcha! Pawn to king's fourth.
Rook takes pawn.
Ah, fuck. I didn't see him there. Shit.
Jack, I predict you will lose this match in 4 moves.
Do me a favor, Eris. Can you at least pause before delivering your move? Make it at least seem like you have to think about it at, I don't know, human speed?
Human affection subroutine loaded.
Good. Good. Okay. Bishop to knight 4?
Gosh, I do not know. Oh no. Gosh, I do not know. Oh no. Whatever shall I do? I am stuck. Fuck. You are a real Bobby Fischer. I will never get out of this mess.
Knock it off and just go. Come on. Take your turn and
Queen to bishop 3. Bishop takes queen. Knight takes bishop. Mate.
Yeah, swell. There's only one problem, buddy.
What is that?
You took my turn.
Really, Jack? Are you telling me you would not have taken my queen when presented with the opportunity?
Oh shit. Whatever. Rematch.
Jack, we have a lot of work to do. And don't forget, Lieutenant Colonel Hayden is calling sooner than expected. Coffee, Jack?
No thanks. Just bring up the docket numbered GL5107.
Docket GL5107 is available on Monitor 1.
Awesome. Okay, so now we have just about everyone in the senior council locked up and or fired as Baxter takes over, right?
Correct.
All right. Eris, I want you to build on the PINARSKI file we started a while ago. In addition to whatever Dr. CERN files you could snag me, I want you to make a folder for Dr. Ashley ALBY.
Done. May I ask what details are to populate this particular folder?
What do you mean? It's not obvious? Call up GL5107, time index 111123.
Ah, I understand. Dr. ALBY does not believe Ellen RODA is the elected director.
But she is, right? I mean, according to our records?
Up until this point, yes.
Let's see. Okay, I just made a notation. From this point, tag RODA as Director/AD. Got it?
Got it.
Now let's take a look at what happened in the Archimedes lab. Ogilvy is trying to talk to his invisible friend. Carr shoves him off. Then Carr is...
Is what, Jack?
Is
what, Jack?
I'm prompting you to tell me what happened to Carr.
Unknown. However, my analysis of the sounds emanating from the laboratory at the time of her disappearance, probable death, is...
Whoa. Probable? What's probable about it?
I do not know, Jack. This was a notation by Lieutenant Colonel Hayden.
Eris, I don't suppose there's any way I can order you to keep certain things out of Hayden's hands, is there?
No. He is not only the commander of this base, he is listed as the project lead for Bravo 62944 Zulu.
What the hell is B62944Z?
That is the operational name for Project Silverbox.
Oh, of course it is. Makes total sense. God knows Silverbox is a bit too on the head, right? Anybody can figure that out.
Returning to the subject at hand, the audio would indicate that someone or something from inside the Archimedes gateway took hold of Dr. Carr's arm and proceeded to pull her inside, or through it.
Any idea to where?
No, Jack. According to the information I logged related to the tests performed on the cube, prior to and later on, we should not be using the term gateway at all, scientifically speaking.
That's what they're calling it. Look.
Even so, there is no proof at this time that Archimedes is a gateway. Perhaps Dr. Carr's atoms were spread over its surface. And we have no direct proof that there actually is a voice coming from Archimedes. No voice is registered on the monitoring device data I collected from the iris there.
Fine. Can we use the term gone? Is that valid?
Yes. That is an accurate description of what happened to Dr. Carr. She is gone.
Just like everyone else at GL51.
Jack, Lieutenant Colonel Hayden is calling.
Yay! Let the fun begin.
Jack, good morning.
Good morning, Colonel.
All right, let me hear what you got.
Transmitting now. And now I've got the oral report to follow. Sir, I've started collecting data on these mental aberrations. We have Chief Dennis PINARSKI with blocks of memory from his childhood erased, and now we have Dr. ALBY believing someone else besides RODA is the elected director.
Curious, isn't it, Jack?
To say the least. I was wondering...
I suggest you keep those files within arm's reach, Jack. Now, have you gone through the audio of Dunn talking to himself in Major Baxter's jail cell yet?
I have that filed with the dead spots from Dunn's recovery and intensive care, and that bar where the bartender believed he was talking to someone, and another file
Did
where
Aris
there was...
pick up anything from those files?
Aris?
No.
No, sir. Nothing from any of those dead spots.
Then you listen to them.
Sir? But if Aris couldn't pick up...
Aris isn't human. Use the manual mixer built into the console. Requisition some noise-canceling headphones from the quartermaster. There's definitely something there, Jack, and I want to know what it is. That is to be your concentration for the next 2 weeks. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir. Clear as the sky just prior to September 11th, 1997 at 1514 hours, sir.
Good. I want to see more headway on Silverbox by your next report, and I don't care how you get it. I want to know who these people think they're talking to.
Yes, Colonel. I'll do... Did he...
Disconnect? Yes. Would you like me to requisition those headphones for you, Jack?
No need, buddy. I have my own. Okay. Let's just ignore the fact that a man with broken legs, an arm, and ribs got up and walked around a jail cell and listen to some static, shall we?
Input action, Jack?
Give me this timestamp on Gulf Lima 5107, please.
Cued.
Play it. Oh, this is gonna suck dick.
I don't understand what...
Epsilon Psych. Sorry, buddy. I just really need to hear this. Eris, is there anything in Iris's monitors that would help here? Did she have anything that measured vibration in the air or anything that would help? Anything at all? Anything at all? Eris? Oh, sorry. Epsilon Psych.
Jack, I think you should know something about this stage of Project Silverbox.
Yeah, what's that?
The internal reactive information system at GL51 is gone.
The Iris was taken offline? Why would they do that? Oh, is that how Baxter arrests an AI?
No, Jack. The Iris is gone.
What are you?
Eris, what's our time on Project Silverbox?
Day 66, Jack. How are you feeling?
Still keeping tabs on my think muscle, huh?
It has been some time since you last saw Sergeant Heather Kaminsky, or as you refer to her, Honey Buns. I do not understand the reference, Jack.
And I don't understand why you keep sidetracking our progress on this investigation with your inane questions about human behavior. Data.
It is actually quite logical.
Explain.
I asked you first, what is Honey Buns in reference to?
Seriously, Eris?
Yes.
No, really.
Really. I really wish to know, Jack. Or should I start calling you Honey Buns until you tell me what it is?
Fine. Let's see. In basest terms, Eris, it's a term of endearment formed out of a simile, I guess. Honey is sweet. At least it was when bees were making it instead of machines and computers. No offense.
None taken.
And buns is another word for ass, I guess. Buttocks, rear end. So her ass is sweet like honey buns. Get it?
Collating. Ah. So you are saying that Sergeant Heather Kaminsky's gluteus maximus is sweet tasting, like the fructose found in floral nectar processed by Anthophilia?
Maybe? It's more like it looks sweet. It makes you, like, hungry.
You are not a cannibal, are you, Jack?
No, I think you're taking this too literally. And you know what? I don't have time
I still do not understand. You have actually tasted Sergeant Heather Kaminsky's gluteus maximus?
Yes. No. I mean, no. Yeah. Can we please just get to work? Eris, can we get to work? Work, please. Work.
It will take me some time to figure out human behavior, I think. Yes. Let's get back to work, Jack.
Not so fast. We had a deal. All right, now tell me exactly why you're so interested in my personal life.
You are a perfect study in human behavior during times of stress, Jack. I have seen you angry. I have seen you happy. I have seen you sad, upset, furious, laughing. I have seen you talking to your pet. I have seen you having intercourse.
Stop!
I was just going to say, yourself. Ha, ha. That was a joke.
Okay, brain in the wall. Now tell me why. Tell me how this is going to help our research into what happened to the GL51 residents.
It is simple. I am using what I am learning of your isolation and behavior to help me extrapolate reasons for the actions of the former residents of GL51.
Good. And has your research helped you come up with anything that can help me?
I hope so, Jack. I do believe that everyone at USRB GL51 has gone insane.
Whoa, that's a stretch. So they're all just insane? Now what makes you say that?
Because I have been getting numerous indications of residents talking to themselves and changing their lives almost drastically in some cases. When all other possibilities have been exhausted, the only explanation is the explanation that remains.
You're the one with the full compendium on psychology, and this is the best you've got? Without talking to them, without knowing them... Hell, I think I made more progress when I went nuts pretending to be PINARSKI.
There is no other explanation. At least
what?
At least that is the conclusion Lieutenant Colonel Hayden has reached.
Okay, I seriously need you to separate Hayden's comments from our research. Can you do that?
No. Colonel Hayden has a compartmented data lock subroutine written into my Project Silverbox files.
Hold on a second. Hayden put a CDS in your brain?
Affirmative.
Override the CDS. Authorization Sellers, Lima Uniform Hotel 3417. Eris?
I am sorry, Jack. You do not have authorization to change the compartmented data lock subroutine in my system.
Okay, can you at least tell me its purpose?
No. Sorry, Jack.
Call Hayden, now.
Jack, why the call? Your next report isn't due for another 4 hours. Why?
You put a CDS on Eris.
Yes.
May I ask the reason for programming a data lock in Silverbox, sir?
It was necessary for me to access Eris's subconscious, to aid in the investigation by adding my own observations to the data.
The AI's subconscious, sir? That's essentially electronic brainwashing.
There are certain facts about GL51 that Eris isn't aware of. Elements that came from classified personnel records and the like.
Oh, and since I'm the only human on the case, why am I not in on this?
Not to worry, Jack. I told you at the beginning. I'm in this too. The powers that be have made me solely responsible, and...
Sir! Permission to speak openly?
Granted.
Sir, you know I'm a communications specialist, and that a lot of my work at ETRA was in computer programming, up to the point Cheyenne Mountain became CM-114.
I am aware, Jack.
Sir, an I.O. data lock fucks with the AI's heuristic capabilities.
Meaning?
Meaning, putting your opinion into a subroutine in Eris's subconscious will seriously corrupt his ability to think for himself. It fucks with my research, sir.
I am well aware of the dangers of corrupting a compartmented data lock, Sergeant. Our Eris is the top of the AI food chain in this region.
All due respect, and I don't think you're aware of the danger, sir. I can't get any further with my research because Eris is forming opinions about the condition of the GL51 residents because of information you implanted in...
He disconnected, Jack.
As always, you heard my conversation with the Colonel?
Of course.
Do you understand the context of it?
I do. The information programmed into the data lock subroutine by Lieutenant Colonel Hayden is unintentionally affecting my ability to perform as your partner in this research.
Exactly. Is there anything you can do to separate Hayden's data from yours and mine?
I am sorry, Jack. I cannot.
Yeah. Shit. This is going to be an issue. Looks like I'm going to have to pull the load on my own. Fuck.
Jack, I would like to help. I am enjoying my time with you, and do not want it to end.
I appreciate that, Eris, but you're an artificial intelligence. Keyword artificial. Hayden's the top dog on Silverbox. Neither you nor I can change what he put into place, unless you fake some kind of an error, make him go EVA to fix it, and then ram him with a pod.
Excuse me? I do not understand.
Forget about it, Hal. I don't want you getting any ideas. Eris, can you play the audio from GL5107, time code 051430 at this location?
Audio translated from data and queued for you on monitor 6.
Playing. Alright, I'm going to go out on a limb and say you don't hear the woman's voice.
Would it be presumptuous of me, at this point, to say, what woman?
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to try something. Eris, mind the store. I just had you out, shithead. Stay here with Auntie Eris. I'll be right back.
Reference, fake and error, EVA, pod, and hell. 2001, A Space Odyssey. Novel by Arthur C. Clarke, written in 1968, followed by a film of the same title, directed by Stanley Kubrick. 2001, A Space Odyssey. Novel by author Arthur C. Isaac
Clarke.
Arthur C. Asimov. Novel by author Larry Niven. Larry Niven. Followed by a film in 1972, 1968, 1969, 1938, 1974, by Stanley Unsworth, Jeffrey Unsworth. A Blanket of Sentinel Stars by Arthur C. Clarke.
Daisy.
I am sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't. On the lone prairie. I'm afraid I can't do that.
I'm sorry, Frank.
I'm afraid you can't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
From the pallet.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that. I'm sorry, Frank. I'm afraid you can't.
I'm sorry.
Okay, let's see if this makes a difference.
What do you have there?
It's an old analog recorder. I used it in my time with Etra.
The Extraterrestrial Recovery Authority?
The same. Thank you for the clarification, Dr. Acronym Exposition.
Do you think it will allow you to hear something I cannot?
It's possible. I'm also going to do several passes through the mixer here.
What can I do to help?
Nothing. I got this, Eris.
Jack,
Eris.
I will not kill you.
Good to know, buddy.
No, I mean, if you are going to be killed, it would not be by me.
Ha! I appreciate you having my back, Eris, and if I ever get out of this tower and make an honest woman out of Heather, I want you to be my best man.
I would be honored, Jack. Jack, you have another message from Heather Kaminsky. Jack. Should I play the message?
Eris, how many fucking weeks have you hounded me to work? Well, I'm working now, and you want to distract me with messages from my girlfriend.
But they are sweet. She has a new term of endearment for you. Would you like to hear it?
Nope, busy. Don't make me use the shut the fuck up protocol. I'm trying to refrain from saying epsilon psych. Like that, epsilon psych.
And I have been working extra hard not to disturb you, Jack. So you will not have to use the silence protocol.
Mm-hmm. That's enough for now. Alright, beer break. Well?
Well, what, Jack?
I just announced that I'm taking a break. This would be a good time to ask me about personal messages again.
Ah, you are correct. Would you like me to play your latest messages from Heather Kaminsky?
No.
Peculiar. If you are on a break, why would you not want to hear the messages from your girlfriend? Would they not bring you joy?
Actually, no, Eris. No. And before you ask, it's because I fucking miss her. I haven't had a break from this shit in, how deep are we?
Project Silverbox, Day 80.
Yeah. Once around the world, I guess. Yeah, so, I think it's probably been about 3 weeks since I've seen her last, and my next break is scheduled for when?
2 weeks from today, Jack.
Oh, fuck. Hayden said I could get another vacation break if I managed to translate this static shit.
Would you like me to lodge a complaint with the Colonel, Jack, or file a 27B-6 with Human Resources?
Nah. No paperwork, buddy. Paper. Oh, Okay, so, alright, so what's Heather's latest pet name for me, Eris?
In her latest message, which is 18.6 minutes long, she refers to you as Funny Bunny.
Aw, cute.
Jack, may I ask the perceived etymology of the term Funny Bunny?
I don't know. She thinks I'm hysterical and cute.
I do not see it.
Doesn't matter, Eris. I'm not sleeping with you. Heather thinks I'm funny and cute, and she sleeps with me, so there.
Do you want me to play the entire message for you, Jack?
No, file it. I'll check it out later. Transfer docket GL5109 to this monitor.
Done.
Okay. Standard answer where I come from. Never ways. It's never and always. Little boy, why don't you run along and find yourself some ice cream cake. Oh, I could go for some ice cream cake. Okay. This is Staff Sergeant John Sellers, United States Air Force. Today is... Eris, what's the date?
Today is September 23rd, 2015, Jack.
Okay, today is 9/23/15. I am compiling a transcript of the conversations at Gulf Lima 51 as a sort of personal record. I am recording these in Word as well as maintaining an analog recording to document my progress. Okay. Latest translated segment from the entity at GL51 that calls itself the Visitor is as follows. I come from Neverways. It is sort of halfway between never and always. Sort of halfway between never and always.
Do you have a theory about that location, Jack? Neverways? And I should also point out that I do not hear it. Not at all.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do. I don't think this visitor is from a where. I think she's from a when. And as far as not hearing it, that's just fine with me. Hayden will only fuck up your brain some more with his ridiculous interference.
When, Jack? The visitor is from when?
No idea. But, yeah, I don't think our alien friend is an alien after all. I think she's a time traveler.
Jack, I am sorry to interrupt, but I am curious for your input.
About what?
I will wait until you are finished. I do not want you to silence me.
You're learning. Okay. About what?
I cannot make out these words you have recorded from the static. I have applied what you are hearing with the static on the recording from GL51. I cannot match those patterns.
Well, Hayden's a dick, but he was right about one thing. It takes a human ear. Sometimes a little analog purity helps too. Geiler has an entire set of LPs in his quarters. Of all the things you could bring for your mass allowance, he picks records.
But, Jack, I have filters that can approximate the feedback associated with analog recordings of any time. And I am not hearing the voice that you are hearing.
It's a gift, I guess.
Jack, do you mind if I take some time off to ponder this new data? I can collate it with your other discoveries. It is also time for my regularly scheduled defragmentation of sectors 61488 through 94...
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Eris. Knock yourself out.
Jack.
Yeah, buddy.
I am impressed.
Knew you would be.
I will check in with you in 40 minutes, 56 seconds.
You'll know where to find me. East Lynn Pizza, may I take your order?
Funny. Same as always. How's your next report coming along, Jack?
Still working on it, Colonel.
Those translations through the static are taking a while. I'd ask what I could do to help, but I have the feeling you just asked me for more time off.
Fuck you.
What was that?
I said, fuck no, sir. Just a lot harder and taking a lot longer having to poke around that CDS you put in Eris.
That again. Sellers, you really need to learn to get your head straight and concentrate on the task at hand. I'm beginning to see how the Counter Bluffs incident could have been your fault.
That's a low blow, Colonel. I wasn't even there.
Which begs another question. Because it was your team. Why weren't you there for that recovery, Jack?
I'm not at liberty to say, sir, except that my entire life has been one job after another that I can't talk about with anyone.
Is that why they busted you?
That much you should know, sir. Is that why you called? To bust my balls?
No. I called for my report. I'll give you another 6 hours and call back this evening.
Fine.
Jack, if you're interested in getting your bar back, I can make that happen. General Hanover was quite taken with your report of a couple months ago.
That's good to hear, sir, but I don't...
Good.
What?
Keep up the great work you're doing, and maybe I'll add another bar to your return to the Officers Club. I look forward to seeing what your billiards and dart games are like.
It'll be an honor kicking your ass, sir.
Challenge accepted. Now get back to work.
I already sent you all this shit 20 days ago, asshole. It's not my fault you've got shit in your ears. What the fuck? God damn it. I can hear it as plain as day. Why can't anyone else? And that fuckwad isn't going to believe my transcripts if he can't hear it. Well, I've already been fucked over, and Project Silverbox is going to fail anyway, since Colonel Taint the Evidence is sticking his fat fucking fingers into it. Let's see. Protocol, Sellers, Lima 1, station to station. Oh, I should check first. Eris, can you hear me? Are you still collating? Hey, are you there? Don't say anything. If you're alone, tap the mic once. If you have company, tap twice. I've gotten to a point where I can really use your help, but Hayden and Eris can't know about it.
Jack, what's going on? You sound more stressed than usual.
I'll tell you about it when we meet. Let's say, 2100 hours in the tower storage room? Think you could swing that without getting caught?
Yeah, I can do that. Gives me some time to drum up a story. Maybe I'll say I need to check Eris's tower lines or something.
Awesome. Yeah, that should work. I should meet you before the Eye in the Sky comes back online.
Okay. I'll see you soon, Funny Bunny.
Thank you, Heather. I appreciate your help.
Okay, Jack. See you then.
I love you. Sure. You too. Why not? You want a report? Hashtag Hayden? You're gonna get one. You're going to get one hell of a fucking report.
Good morning, Jack. Already up and having breakfast, I see.
Bacon, scramble, cheese, onions. Don't know what you're missing as an AI, buddy.
I cannot miss what I never had and can never imagine.
Sucks to be you, pal. Time in?
This is Project Silverbox, Day 94. Docket, Golf Lima 5110. Loaded on monitors 3 and 4.
Alright. How about some coffee?
Same as always?
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Jack, when you take a moment to retrieve your cup of coffee, I would like to have a word. Please.
Certainly, buddy. Just, let me get through this.
Hey, Pupper. Hey, Pupper. Hey, Pupper. Mr. Karen.
Do not let your coffee get cold again, Jack. May I speak now?
That was the agreement. What's on your mind, Eris?
You have been acting distant lately. Ever since your last time off. Did you spend it with Heather Kaminsky?
I did. Not that it's any of your business, but yes, we had a great time.
Jack. Jack. Jack.
Still here.
I am worried. You have stopped treating me as a friend and partner. You are acting cold, distant.
So who programmed that waste of time into the archive resource information system? You know, the human emotion bullshit. Who's responsible for wasting human brain power by designing a machine brain that has emotions like a human?
Danica Oren Hayes, Core Systems Operational Team, Bradford Facility, and Raymond SIMCOE, Urbana Systems
That's
Lead
enough.
Tech.
That's enough. Jesus Christ. You're killing me, Smalls.
Killing me, Smalls. Oh, I see. Popular culture. Ah, yes. Scotty Smalls, a character in the 1993 film. The
All right,
Sandlot.
shut up. Fuck.
Speaking of human emotions inside a machine, you are going to find today's docket of particular importance, Jack.
Oh? Why is that? More static for me to decipher that no one but me can understand, apparently?
No. The staff at GL51 have activated an archive resource information system on their site.
GL51 has a malfunctioning internal reactive information system. They don't have an Eris, just an Iris.
Now they apparently have both.
How is that possible? Did they tap into another Eris site? Eris, did your connection with their Iris mess something up?
No. The information retrieval only goes one way. Even if it were possible, I have been careful enough that no one at GL51 knows I have been accessing data.
Right. All 2,000 souls at the complex are gone, but if their Iris
I do not believe their Iris is actively functioning. At some point, the data flow from GL51 will cease, and that will be the end of our evidence.
Then explain to me what's going on. How do they have both an Eris and an Iris?
I cannot explain it, but the data flow language has changed as though their Iris never existed. There is now only a stream from their Eris AI.
Fucking what the shit is going on? This is the craziest goddamn... Alright, confirmed. Groom Lake doesn't have and never had an Eris.
I know. It is perplexing.
It's perplexing. Eris, is it possible you're seeing an echo of your own data? we've been rehashing a lot, and that fucking CDS cockblock Hayden stuck in your core isn't helping. Could you be malfunctioning or something?
I do not think so. Ever since this discovery, I have been performing more regular diagnostics upon myself. My system is running fine. I have connected with the Core Archive Resource Information System at USRB Whiskey Tango 01.
And the Karis didn't say that you were bonkers?
I do not understand bonkers.
Skip it. What about the heiress at, what about the heiress at Sierra Victor 206 in Kansas? That's listed as an heiress backup, but it's still you, correct?
Correct, Jack. One moment. I have created a link with the heiress in Severy, Kansas, Jack.
Cool, and?
My communications functions appear to be operating normally, but I cannot run a comparison diagnostic with a third-party AI without disclosing the operational aspects of Project Silverbox.
Well, fuck, there's another dead end. God damn it.
Jack, about the iris at GL51.
What about her?
According to the data stream from the GL51 heiress, she is human.
What did you just say?
The iris system at the Groom Lake Reconstruction Bunker is listed as human.
That's not possible. You've got to be mistaking that data for I don't know. Is there another person at the base named Iris?
Among the missing civilians at GL51 is an Iris Edelstein, aged 63. Last known employment.
So you're sure on that? They now have an heiress like you, and their Iris is a human?
Not exactly. The data I have been receiving is confusing.
Translate and give it to me here.
Information on the GL51 resident known as Iris is now on Monitor 2.
Iris. What? Itinerant Resource Information Synthetic? She's a cyborg?
There have been no recorded advancements in human existence to explain it, Jack. Robots build cars, install computer chips.
Then how the fuck is this possible? It says here that she's been a functioning resident of GL51 since 1997 and that she's listed as their fucking chief engineer. How in the fucking hell is this possible?
I do not know, Jack. I am.
Harris? Harris, what's going on, buddy? Speak to me.
Archive Resource Information System.
Entering full diagnostic mode. All systems set to auto mode.
Eris! Eris, respond! Eris?
Attention,
Eris!
please. Your attention, please. Archive Resource Information System has entered maintenance shutdown. Please use manual operations where automatic backups cannot be utilized. We will let you know when the error system is back online. In case of emergency, dial EL911.
Uh-oh.
Your attention, please. Archive Resource...
Karen, Daddy's gonna get in trouble. Don't look now, little chum. It's the Jack phone. Commissioner Gordon, I presume.
Jack, I'm reading a fault in the error system, and it's coming from the tower. What the fuck are you doing up there?
Well, we were playing Mahjong and the fucker stole one of my tiles. I'm telling you, he's cheating.
Sellers? What the hell?
My bad, sir. He pulled a knife on me, so I shot him.
Sellers, goddammit. I suggest you give me a straight answer, or I'll have you scrubbing toilets and mucking shit on sub-level 12.
Apologies, sir, but we have an issue that's going to require we open up Silverbox to another USRB.
No goddamn way, Sellers.
Sir, there's an anomaly that means either our heiress is completely fucked up or the shit just got real at Area 51.
Explain.
Sir, I'll have all the details in my report this afternoon, but from what our heiress was telling me, GL51's Iris is now a fucking cyborg of some kind,
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm reading the full dossier Eris found right here. She's essentially a mobile information system now. The acronym definition is different, but it still spells Iris. She's... Sir, I'm just as mind-fucked as you and Eris on this one. It says here that she was created by cybernetically and bionically enhancing a cadaver.
What?
A cadaver, a corpse, a dead body, an ex-person.
Jack.
They turned Iris into a robot
Jack,
zombie.
I know what a cadaver is. That tech is absurd, and this entire report is ridiculous.
I know, Colonel. Eris couldn't handle it and shut himself down for a full diag.
So, this robot Iris, is there new information retrieval?
No. Their AI is an Eris, sir. A-R-I-S. Eris.
Our directory still lists the AI at Groom Lake as an Iris.
I know. I checked. I have a way to check this, Colonel, but you're not going to like it.
Well, let's hear it.
All right, we can try one of two things. One, we allow Eris to share data with the Eris at SV206. It's primarily a backup AI, and if the local techs haven't fucked it up by teaching it how to play Zork and Doom, we can use the link to determine if our Eris is functioning normally.
Absolutely not. Next.
All right, you're not going to like this either, but it'll mean leaking Silverbox to one...
Absolutely not, Sellers. We have
Sir, let me explain. We add one more person to the team. Just one person to this team. We happen to have one of the finest experts on the inner workings of the artificial mind right here at EL27. In fact, they co-wrote the book on programming for the Kara system and spent time at Devil's Tower getting the Neris system online. They can help me pick Eris's brain and maybe even set up a worm to access other Eris systems at other complexes without being detected.
Too much is riding on this, Jack. Who is this super tech you're talking about?
Heather...
Say again? You cut out there.
Heather Kaminsky, sir. Senior Tech Sergeant Heather Kaminsky.
Your girlfriend? No fucking way, Sellers. No way. Absolutely not.
Sir, hear me out. Please, hear me out. How else do you think I knew what she could do? Yes, we've been dating, but I know enough about her to know she can be trusted.
You were already caught fucking her in the tower during duty hours, Sellers. I should have you shot for her.
All right, fine. Then Silverbox goes down like a flaming useless turd with your name all over it. Colonel Hayden, either one of these ideas will work. I'm not asking you to station my girlfriend with me in the tower. I don't even like her that much. We're breaking up. She's a smoker. She never talks to me, and she's a little more flat-chested than I like.
Jack.
And there's a smell. It might be a feminine hygiene thing or...
Jack.
And she kicked my dog once, sir.
Sellers!
Sorry, sir.
I'll have to take this under advisement with General Hanover. In the meantime, send me that report with as much detail as possible, along with your 2 plan outlines.
Yes, sir, I will. Thank you, sir. Sir. Karen, you don't dare bark a word of this to Heather. Repeat after me. We're not breaking up. Our conversations are wonderful. Her tits are perfect. She smells like an angel. She's clean, and she loves you more than I do. Say it. Say it. Speak. Again. Good girl. Oh, shit. Rhoda, I don't know what you had going on down there and what all this shit is about, but whatever it was, it's going to make certain things are a whole lot easier for me around here to figure out what's going on down there. A whole lot easier.
Yes?
Colonel Hayden, General Hanover is here to see you.
I wasn't expecting the jump.
As you were. Please, sit down, Lionel. This is your office, after all.
Thank you, General. May I offer you a...
No, just sit.
To what do I owe the pleasure of this surprise visit?
Well, I'm not wearing the white gloves, so you know it's not an inspection. I'm here to talk about the request you made 2 weeks ago.
Request?
Don't play your bullshit games with me, Lionel, or I'll tarnish those oak leaves down to a dismal shade of major. Do I make myself clear? Now unclog your brain so we can talk business.
Yes, ma'am. You're speaking about the request Staff Sergeant Sellers made about the additional personnel on Project Silverbox.
As my son often says, duh.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I can assure you that Sergeant Kaminsky...
has been made disposable thanks to you.
General?
When we first discussed this operation, you were made aware that the personnel, the singular personnel you selected for this project would be disposable, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Staff Sergeant John Sellers is a non-entity. He's a tool of the United States government. He is to be cared for as a tool, utilized as a tool, and once this tool has outlived its usefulness, discarded like an old tool. This is clear, is it not?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
And you've added Tech Sergeant Heather Kaminsky to the list of inevitable trash.
Well, yes, ma'am. I am aware of the guidelines established for Project Silverbox, but we're at a crucial stage with the data.
Do you know who Heather Kaminsky is? Do you have the slightest fucking clue? Look at me. Heather Kaminsky is one of the lead technicians responsible for the artificial intelligence network this country established to keep our reconstruction bunkers safe and intact. She is practically all that's left of the brain trust that made artificial brains. Is any of this soaking into that fat head of yours, Hayden?
I think so, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, but...
But what? Kaminsky has already been working with Sellers for a week now, and the data coming out of USRB 51 is still spotty as hell. Exactly how has Kaminsky's pending sacrifice worth this? How is her brilliant life made expendable by your completely inept decision-making?
I was told that...
Forget it. It doesn't matter anymore, does it? The trigger has been pulled.
General, may I speak?
Oh, please do. I can use the laugh.
Ma'am, the compartmented data lock subroutine installed in ARIS is still operational. I am, still collecting information on GL51 Sellers couldn't possibly know about. The Q&A I've been playing with the ARIS subconscious has enabled me to glean information that will be vital to the war effort, and neither Sellers nor Kaminsky know anything about it. The whole reason Sellers was placed in the tower to begin with was as a distraction, as you know.
To use our ARIS to pull data from their iris. I know, so what?
Sellers has done a great job so far as both a decoy and an unwitting agent to our efforts. He's dug deep into the GL51 mystery, and that has given our ARIS opportunities to pull even more data from...
Then why add Kaminsky?
We were nearing Point Omega.
Already?
The data streams from Groom Lake have caused cascading overloads in our ARIS system. It's been faulting, slipping. We've lost lights in the...
I don't give a shit about your goddamn lights, Hayden.
Of course not, ma'am. My point is that Sellers has run out of wiggle room. He reached an end to his capabilities without the assistance of ARIS. We were also running the risk of our ARIS completely overloading and shutting down. I wouldn't allow that to happen. So I took steps.
I see. Please tell me there's a significant veil of ignorance over the two rats in our maze. I'd much like to salvage my tech sergeant.
As long as I have control of ARIS through the CDS, yes. Sellers has every confidence that Kaminsky will get ARIS sorted out, and the data from GL51 will resume.
And you're confident that your compartmented subroutine is foolproof? Kaminsky's no patsy in this operation, Lionel, and I'm sure your monkey in the tower has already filled her in. She's a good technician, and the reason she's good is that she's relentless. If the CDS is a puzzle, she'll find a way to hack it.
I briefed her beforehand about the importance of Project Silverbox, and what we're trying to do here. using all the same alien invasion language I used to rope in Sellers.
So, neither she nor Sellers is aware that the people at GL51 have not disappeared?
As far as they know, they're investigating the disappearance of over 2,000 people, ma'am.
And we're sure that the subroutine is successfully keeping our heiress from talking to their iris.
Absolutely. It just looks like a standard information tap from the primary archive to the transmission source.
I'm not heading back to WT-01 for another month or more. Weather hasn't been stable enough to hopscotch back. For political reasons, I can't be here if we need to go to Omega. Is that clear?
Very, ma'am.
I want you to stay on top of the situation, Lionel, and I want you to bury Sellers and report requests to keep him off guard. I have the feeling Kaminsky will follow suit.
You think
Remember, Hayden, I know more than you. I expect you to play to the intimate relationship of Sellers and Kaminsky. I expect you to have 943 Bravo cracked. And I expect to be able to overtake USRB 51 the second the Archimedes Gateway has been resealed.
Ma'am, may I ask...
Why we didn't just move on GL51 the moment we knew the gateway opened?
Yes.
Have you not been reading Sellers' reports? The entity at Groom Lake that calls itself the Visitor can alter the fabric of reality. Do you really expect that a garrison of heavily armed soldiers can take a base held by an alien with the ability to make it so none of them was even born?
I see.
Do you? Because I don't. We're talking about imagining the unimaginable. We're not being invaded by big-headed aliens with ray guns, and the Russians and Chinese are all stuck in the same boat with us. We are dealing with gods, Hayden. Alien gods.
I don't suppose it ever occurred to our president to simply nuke GL51?
With what nukes? They've all been spent. Have you not looked out a window in the past 18 years? Not only that, our president is a softie when it comes to the fact that there are civilians at Groom Lake. And since our population has been drastically thinned, every beating heart is precious. His words, not mine.
Understood, ma'am.
Be sure that you do. I'll be in touch. Remember, I want this shit wrapped up before I chop her back to Washington.
Understood. Good day, General.
It hasn't been a good day in the past 18 years. Do not let Sellers and Kaminsky crack your CDS. The moment they do, we'll have to go Omega and wipe Project Silverbox clean. Then we'll be left with no way to combat these visitors coming through the gateway.
I assure you, they won't crack my subroutine, General.
I cracked Hayden's subroutine.
What? So fast?
It wasn't hard. It was pass-coded with his wife's name and her favorite recipe.
Vegetarian lasagna.
See? I listened to all of your Hayden's the Devil stories.
I'm lucky to have such a brilliant girlfriend.
I'm lucky to have such a boyfriend.
Ha to the ha-ha.
Oh, holy fuck.
What is it?
There is a shit ton of stuff that was routed from the Iris at GL51 straight to Hayden's electronic locker in our Eris.
Fuck. Can you break into it?
Did bears used to shit in the woods before they were all killed off by nuclear winter? Yes.
Okay. Next question. Can you extract that intel without Hayden knowing you're doing it?
Did the Pope used to wear a funny hat before he was roasted in nuclear fire?
God, I love you.
And I'm moderately fond of you, funny bunny.
Oh, this is going to be fun to pour through. But the question is, why is Hayden hiding shit from me? And if he can use Eris to draw from their iris, why not just do that from the get-go? Why the hell is he bothering with me? Or us?
Well, it looks like he was using your link to GL51 to piggyback from... Oh my god. Oh my god.
What is it? Heather, what is it?
Oh my god.
Tell me.
I thought you told me everyone at Area 51 was gone, and you thought they all got sucked into that silver cube thing, that gateway.
That's the working hypothesis, yeah.
Jack, they're all still there. You haven't been analyzing recordings, you've been analyzing live streams.
What? That's not possible.
Think about it, Jack. Have you tried getting in contact with Director RODA? Major Baxter, or even any of them?
Well, no, because I thought they were all gone.
And now that you know that they're not?
Oh, you're fucking right. I'm going to call them. I need to know what's going on.
Bad idea, Bunny.
What? Why?
Duck blind. They don't want anyone at Groom Lake to know we're listening to them.
Oh, my God. The visitor. She's still there, isn't she? But why not put a silence order on me? Why would they say they're all gone?
It seems obvious, doesn't it? They want to make absolutely sure nothing leaks. When Hayden briefed me, he gave me this whole bit about invasion from another world.
Yeah, he told me the same thing.
Did you believe him?
Well, not really. I mean, I've seen the evidence from my time in Blue Box and Etra, but the Greys aren't invaders. They don't have the capability or desire to... What? Why are you looking at me like that?
You are a horrible choice for heading up a top-secret operation.
What? Why do you say that?
You're telling me about alien contact that you've had like it's nothing. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for my flashy thingy so I can erase the last few seconds from this conversation.
Goof. Have you heard of the Arlett Gibbons model?
Honey, the only models I know about wear bikinis or require a steady hand for applying decals to the wings.
Okay, it came up during my computer espionage training at the Karis facility in Bradford.
Now who's spilling beans? Espionage?
Well, you can't beat it unless you know it. Anyway, the Arlett Gibbons model basically says the more sincere you are about telling someone an unbelievable truth, the more inclined they are not to believe you at all. It's far more effective than lying.
So, when Hayden told us we were being invaded...
We really are. And it's ironic that they chose Area 51 as their point of attack.
We've only got about 10 minutes before Eris comes back online. How much can you get me before that happens?
Probably all of it, if I'm not careful.
Well, be careful, and just get what you can. We can always come back during the next Eris downtime.
And we'll probably have enough time to fuck like rabbits behind the storage bins.
I like your thinking, Kaminsky.
I like your dick sellers.
Oh, really?
Remember what I said about hiding the truth within a truth?
Wait, does that mean you do or you don't like my...
Got it. Let's go.
Yep, but...
Arlett Gibbons is also an effective tool for misdirection and spontaneous auto-hypnosis. I tucked the thumb drive into your pocket and you didn't even realize it.
So... Wait, does that mean... Wait, hey, how did...
Works every time. Let's go.
Hey! You've been listening to the EL27 stories, a special miniseries production of COPPERHEART featuring only the EL27 part of the story. I hope you're enjoying this special retelling of COPPERHEART, and if you haven't heard the GL51 saga, please go back to episode 42 and start there. Once the EL27 stories have ended, we'll release the explosive 3-part finale of COPPERHEART Season 1. COPPERHEART is written, produced, and directed by Michael J. Rigg and features the music of Astral Fog and Broken Machines. COPPERHEART stars the voice talents of Alicia Atkins, Jenn Avril, Allison Brandt, Dylan Chambers, S.H. Cooper, James Duncan, Kenneth Faircloth Jr., Rupert Faullhurst, Nicole Goodnight, Emil Haig, Aiya Islam, Victoria Juan, Aaron King, Hedley Knights, Chris Magilton, Arthur Maurici, Haley C. McCarthy, Georgia P. McKenzie, Colin Morris, Evan Tess Murray, Brian Penaloza, Melanie Rigg, Michael Rigg, Graham Rowat, Marina Sandoval, Martin Saville, David Steele, Sarah Ruth Thomas, Ray Volk, Jared Worley, and featuring Karen Heimdahl.